Hello everyone, this is Sir Professor Next Door, and here we are once again for another round of video discussion for readings in Philippine history. So we are already able to talk about the relevance and the meaning of history. We are already through with primary and secondary sources. If these primary sources can be considered as legitimate, credible, and acceptable as part of the study of history. So dito papasok yung pag-aaral natin sa content and contextual analysis. So let us try to discuss kung ano ba ang content and contextual analysis. So tara! Pag pinag-uusapan natin ang content and contextual analysis, of course, alamin muna natin ano ang pinagkaiba ng word na content and context. Pag sinabi natin content, this refers to the actual words of information being conveyed. Meaning, ito yung message. Or ano yung gustong iparating nung nagsulat. Kapag ka naman context, it refers to the, let's say, circumstances, ito yung situation, ito yung event, ito yung trend na nangyayari that might have an effect doon sa meaning and interpretation doon sa ating primary source na pinag-aaralan. So ngayon, tignan natin, ano po ba ang contextual analysis? So, when we say contextual analysis, this is the method of studying the text and its cultural, yung kanyang social, at yung kanyang context na political. So, ano ba yung nangyayari sa panahon na ito ay nasulat? Ano yung trending na culture sa panahon na ito ay nagawa? So, tinitignan po yan. So, meron tayong mga iba't ibang considerations whenever we study the contextual analysis. Unang-una, yung historical context of the source. So, what's the historical background of the source? Saan ba ito lugar makikita? Ano ba yung nangyayari nung panahon na ginawa yung item or yung primary source? Or pwede rin naman na what's the things that could affect yung paraan ng pagkakasulat or pagkakagawa doon sa ating historical material na pinag-uusapan. Next naman, we consider yung background ng author. So if it's a written document, we have to study yung background ng author. Yung author ba ay credible? Yung author ba ay meron ba siyang masasabi natin na enough knowledge or enough authority to talk about doon sa historical material or doon sa historical event na ating pinag-aaralan. So, syempre, tignan natin ano yung intention sa pagsusulat ng author na yan, di ba? So, those are the things that we can consider. And of course, titignan natin ano ba yung relation ng historical document or ng primary source at the present? Is it logical or yung primary source ba na to is makakatulong ba to that would provide a logical truth dun sa kasalukuyan na kalagayan nung event na pinag-aaralan natin in relation with the primary source. So kapag ka naman sinabi naman natin na content analysis, this deals with the study or examination of the information provided by, for example, the author. So, kung yung bang primary source na yan has a logical basis for the truth, or kung ito bang author, yung kanyang presented na argument, at yung kanyang mga claims and biases are based on evidence or based on facts. Kasi tinitignan din natin, we're trying to see if it corroborates with the other facts presented during the time period or dun sa panahon na isinusulat niya yung history or dun sa panahon na gusto niyang i-describe dun sa kanyang document. So, pwede natin sabihin, for example, na yung sinulat, for example, ni Jose Rizal is truthful or logical dahil sa ibang mga naisulat or sa mga ibang pangyayari sa kasaysayan natin, it corroborates sa kung ano nangyari sa Pilipinas. Diba? So, that can be considered as content analysis. So, we're trying to study ano ba yung content, ano ba yung nilalaman na naisulat mismo ng author or nung primary source. Ayan. So ngayon, ano po bang silbi ng contextual and content analysis? So this is our way in knowing how legitimate or how correct or how valid itong ating pinag-aaralan na historical knowledge or historical event. Kasi hindi tayo basta-basta pwede mag-conclude na ito yung kinukonsider natin as primary source and hindi na natin titignan if the primary source can be accepted as part of our study. So, hindi basta-basta tayo tumatanggap ng information from a primary source na hindi natin dapat pinag-aaralan. So, basically, all of these primary sources, in order for them to be considered as part of the study or part of history, kailangan pag-aaralan muna. So, that's how important yung pag-aaral sa primary source at yung paggamit ng content and contextual analysis. Kasi, kung hindi natin i-validate ito, edi lalong sasabihin na chismis lang yung history. Okay? So, thank you very much. I hope that you have learned something from this video discussion, and I hope to see you again on the next video. So, with that, thank you very much for listening, for watching, and hopefully you have learned something about the contextual and content analysis and how it's important with studying history. So, I hope to see you on the next video. If you have questions or if you have comments, please feel free to put them in our comment box, and hopefully I can answer them one by one. So, once again, this is your Professor Next Door. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.